What if the Thanksgiving you grew up with was only a fraction of the real story? Because behind the feast lies a history of forgotten rituals, uneasy alliances, and one woman who saved the holiday from disappearing forever. Most people believe Thanksgiving began in 1621, but the earliest known Thanksgiving celebration on this land happened in 1565 in St. Augustine, Florida, when Spanish settlers and the Temuca people shared a meal of thanks after a safe landing. Another took place in 1598 when a Spanish expedition in New Mexico held a Thanksgiving ceremony after surviving a deadly desert crossing. And long before Europeans arrived, native nations held seasonal Thanksgiving ceremonies for thousands of years, celebrating harvests, hunts, and the turning of the seasons. Thanksgiving wasn't born once. It evolved. The famous Pilgrims and Wampanoag gathering wasn't a holiday at all. It was a three-day diplomatic meeting. The Wampanoag, devastated by disease, needed allies. The Pilgrims, facing starvation, needed support. So, Massasoit and Governor William Bradford formed a mutual defense treaty. If either side was attacked, the other would help. Only after this political agreement came the shared meal, a diplomatic feast where the Wampanoag provided most of the food. For a brief moment, peace held. But within one generation, that peace shattered. Broken promises and expanding settlements led to King Philip's War, one of the deadliest conflicts in early America. The 1621 gathering wasn't the beginning of unity, it was the beginning of a fragile alliance. But the meaning of Thanksgiving goes even deeper. Across ancient civilizations, the end of the harvest was seen as an emotionally heavy time. When the fields grew quiet and winter approached, people were forced to face themselves, their regrets, losses, and unresolved conflicts. So they gathered. They shared food, they told stories, and they practiced gratitude as protection, a way to steady the heart before winter. Modern psychology now proves what ancient people understood. Gratitude calms the brain. It was never just celebration, it was survival. But Thanksgiving becoming a national holiday? That almost never happened. It survived because of Sarah Josepha Hale, a writer and editor who spent 30 years writing letters to presidents and leaders, insisting America needed a national day of gratitude. Everyone ignored her, until Abraham Lincoln, deep in the Civil War, finally agreed. In 1863, he declared Thanksgiving a national holiday to heal the wounds of the nation. One woman's persistence changed history. Thanksgiving isn't a simple story. It's ancient rituals, fragile alliances, broken peace, and the determination of one woman who believed gratitude could unite a nation. It's not about perfection. It's about remembering what survived and choosing gratitude anyway. For more hidden history and ancient psychology, follow Scrollkeepers Archive. Every scroll reveals a secret. Every quote is a clue.